Hello, everyone. It was requested that we do Psalm 109, so this might be just a tad bit longer than normal, but I'm going to do verses 1 through 3, and I'm going to do my best to try and do a little study on it. But Psalm 109, verse 1 through 3, it says, "Do not keep silent, O God of my praise, for the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful have opened up against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. They have also surrounded me with words of hatred and fought against me without a cause." So let's go back to that first verse. It says, "Do not keep silent, O God of my praise." See, so many times when we're in trouble and we try to pray to God, it seems like He's not there. Seems like He's not listening. Seems like He's not telling you anything. We've all been there. I heard a preacher one time. He said, when you're in school and the teacher hands out a test, usually that teacher is quiet. The teacher gives you all the information you need leading up to the test. But when the test comes, the teacher's usually quiet. And it's just walking around until you ask a question. In this case, until you pray, God's just watching you. God always is working in your situation. You just might not see it or hear it yet. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I just done a devotional a couple days ago about that. But God gives you all the information you need. He gives you the Bible. If you go to church, He gives the preacher a word to give. But it's all easy when you get the information. But when that test comes is the hard part. One of my grandma's favorite songs is "God on the Mountain." When you're up on the mountain, it's easy. It seems like God's right there beside of you. But when you're down in the valley, that's when your faith gets tested. It seems like God's so far away from you, but He's always right there with you. God will not bring you to a fire if He's not going to bring you through the fire. And then verse 2, it says, "For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful have opened against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue." That is a big problem in today's world, is people lying. If you look up deceitful on the internet, it says intentionally misleading, crooked, or polluted, describing a heart prone to lies, trickery, and self-centeredness that opposes God's truth and righteousness. Again, I talked about it before, but if you watch TV, the men and women have perfect bodies. You don't see too many big people on TV. And that's a lie Hollywood is trying to spread. Is you're not good enough the way you are. But God says you're perfect just the way you are. When people lie, that can cause a big problem. It can cause people to get killed. It could cause people to lose a job. It can cause people to go to jail. It can cause a lot of problems. There's a commentator said, in all Satan's armory, there are no worse weapons than deceitful tongues. So that's the devil's greatest thing, is a lie. When the very first thing you read about is Eve giving into a lie. So watch what you say. And the third and final verse we'll go over in this video, just to kind of keep it shorter. It says, they have also surrounded me with words of hatred and fought against me without a cause. It seems Christians are surrounded by people who hate them. Again, you watch TV, you watch movies, you get on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. People turn against the good. The Bible says in end times, they will see good for evil and evil for good. People believe that what the devil is doing is better than what God is doing. And that's just not the case. But I hope I have explained them a little clearer to you. But we're going to break the rest of these verses up in little sections like I did tonight. But I hope y'all enjoy this little study on Psalm 109. And y'all have a good night, and God bless.